Thank you very much for being with us at the iMoot 2013. We're really excited to have you guys here again. So we have Carlos presenting on behalf of Ramon from WIRIS, talking about Arabic math communication and how we can enable this within Moodle. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vinny. So this will be a generic presentation of the work that we've done with Arabic math notation. There's some very specific things about Arabic, and we'll see there has been quite some work, and more importantly, some work that hasn't been addressed by anyone until now that we know of. Okay, so this is really a premiere. We hope to be presenting this in the Mediterranean Moodle Moot that will happen this autumn. But this is really our premiere in the presentation of this feature to the world. Good. So, well, unfortunately, I don't know anything about Arabic, so I cannot read this. But you'll see that we have a presentation page in Arabic and a few things, right? So, first of all, to give you an introduction of who we are. So WIRIS is a company devoted to mathematics and sciences, and we have worked together with Moodle since its beginnings almost. So our tools have quite a long way behind. There's three things that we do. So the first one is the editor, used to create and edit math formulas. This one is the one that we'll be talking about because it's the one that has had the specific Arabic improvements. The second one, we call it WIRIS quizzes, and it is actually a very smooth integration into the quiz module in Moodle, right? So what we do is we create a new question type that reproduces all of the question types. So you first select WIRIS question for science and mathematics, and then you can choose short answer, true, false, multiple choice, etc. Right? And within this, you get some extra math functionality like automatic rating for mathematics. So all the math equivalences are recognized. The student can type a proper formula, and he's not restricted to the keyboard, so he has a formula editor to edit a good answer. And there's random parameters, so that's another key thing. So you can create questions that generate a random polynomial or a random matrix, random graphics, random plots, so whichever. So that's the other tool that we do. And the third one is the computer algebra system, so WIRIS CAS, which is an online calculator that is also integrated within Moodle, right? So that's what we're devoted to. And the latest thing, as I said, is this Arabic improvements for WIRIS editor that we'll be talking about for a few minutes. Good. How does math look like in Arabic? So as it says here in green, depends on the country. So I'll show a map in a second, but depending on the country, there is more or less features of the ones that we have developed. So we have taken this into account, and in some countries, you will get right to left writing, but no formula mirroring, and actually the regular numbers that we call Arabic numbers, but it's actually not the ones that are mentioned here. Or you will get the three of them or two of them. So it depends on which country you are at, really. But we'll go into more detail in a sec. Okay. You can see here a small map where we try to explain very graphically which countries use each functionality, right? So the less special, in a sense that it has less particular developments, is this pink. I'm going to zoom in or pan in this. I think I can. Oops. So this is the left to right writing. There is Arabic key set, but still it looks a lot like what we're used to, let's say. So there's not many extra developments here. So just this letter instead of an S or an X or whichever it is. So it's the Arabic letter, right? And as, oh, sorry. I was thinking I had the Google Maps mobility, but I have extra. And this is work for Morocco. That would be the first level. That's where we're based, in Barcelona. Second level, right to left, but still regular numbers, regular Arabic numbers, right? And this used in all these blue colored countries. And the third region, which is Egypt, Sudan, and Saudi Arabia, has right to left plus Arabic Indic numbers, or Eastern Arabic Indic numbers, which have also been included for Iran. Go back to the regular size. Good. Some details about how this mirroring is done. So this, we just saw the square root. I'll go back to it. Square root of the formula. This is called mirroring, because it's not only right to left, but also the formula is twisted in a way, right? And there is some details to care about. So as you see, it's not really 100% mirroring. So the natural number symbol is the same, of course. This symbol is mirrored, and the X is not mirrored in a sense. So in the sense that it's tilted to the right and not to the left. So it's important. Some symbols are look like italics or look like more like also tilted to one place, like here the slash, and some others. I won't travel through them, but it's important in a few things. And if anyone wants to participate and explain a bit more about this, so we'll be happy. But this is the principle. So mirroring formulas is not simply Alice through the looking glass, right? So it's some very specific work, and that we have addressed in WIRIS. The second thing, Arabic numbers. So we have Arabic European, which are the common ones, and there's also Arabic Indic, which are the common ones in Arabic-speaking countries, and another set which has some common but some different symbols like this, see, which are used in Farsi language, so in Iran. Yes. This you can activate, as you can see here in this tab, for the symbols. And here, I'm going to zoom in. And here you have the two number sets. Oops. That's the second improvement. So first of all, mirroring, and then the numbers, or the number sets. The third one hasn't to do directly with mathematics, but it's also important to have it nicely done in Arabic language, and it has to do with ligatures. So ligatures are something that happens in Arabic languages, which is this typographically joining of characters, right? I'll zoom. We're interested. So this would be SW as individual letters, and then as a letter group in a word. As you can see, this is SW together. So as you can see, it's different, and this has also implemented in WIRIS, and it's been done with the precision it takes. And when it comes to mathematics, when we define variables, they're normally a single letter, right? So what we do is, in the editor, I'm going to go back here. Well, I also mean to somewhere else. In the editor, if you are in math mode, then we are not going to apply, I have to find the right level of zoom, right? More like this. Excellent. This is clumsiness. So if you are in math mode, as this is probably a variable name, and you want it independent from W, so it might be S times W, so two variables. We'll keep it like this, two different characters. If you are in text mode, then we perform the ligature, and we transform SW into this, right? And the same applies to when we are not doing italics, right? In this mode, we are mixing equations, normally formulas, with text. That's why you can see here. So text is italic, but numbers are not. And in this case, we also perform the ligatures, because we understand that whenever you're typing letters, so text, you want to explain something, right? And not to define variables. That's sort of one of the more delicate things that we've been doing for this. Hope I was clear. Otherwise, you can always go to our documentation or send us an email and we'll explain everything gladly. Before showing you the equation editor live, we have done a lot for the Arabic notation, but there's still some things to be implemented. So as here it said, so some pending work. This is something that we have not done yet. So this is the notation for a limit, and this symbol is not there yet. So some extra things for Arabic that are to be implemented, are going to be implemented in our roadmap. So we have not forgot them, but will come in the future. But we wanted, as I said, it's really a premiere for the presentation, but also for the tool. So we don't know of any editor doing specifically Arabic notation. So we wanted to launch the thing on time and offering something that can be used already in next academic year, and then we'll continue working, of course, for the new features, and hopefully with your feedback, if you have some questions, issues, things that you think that in your country are misrepresented and should be represented otherwise in some other way. So this is part of the work that we wanted to put in motion. Good. Something about Moodle. So we just before this iMoot, we started talking with Martin about Arabic languages in Moodle. So Moodle has only one Arabic language package. And of course, that's a little problem for us in the sense that normally WIRIS is able to read the Moodle language setting, right? Or the language setting that your Moodle has. So if you are in a French Moodle, then the WIRIS editor will automatically configure in French. Of course, if there is only one Arabic, WIRIS does not know which one of these, sorry, I'll put them back, which one of all these possibilities, these three, some others that you can manually configure, so some combinations, which one has to be applied to this Moodle side. So today you have to go to the WIRIS configuration file and set it yourself. So you cannot read the Moodle parameter because there is not enough precision in the Moodle parameterization to differentiate between these three ways of working on mathematics in Arabic, right? So when Moodle introduces this feature, then of course we will read the Moodle configuration, and you will not need to touch anything in the configuration file of WIRIS. But today you will have, so you need to configure this file unless you're happy with his Saudi Arabia Arabic configuration. Good. Word of thank you for the World Wide Web Consortium Arabic team. So we have been using their suggestions and work together with a couple of members in this organization. And well, already of course the documentation is very important, and there's a lot in the web, but because this is let's say a field where so little is known in non-Arabic countries, so we had a few questions and they were very kind, giving us support, answering, and making the data really work in the better way that it possibly could. And that was it for the presentation. So there's only left from my side to show you the editor running, which I'll do in a second, and to address you to these websites. So there is wiris.com/Moodle, where all our tools are presented. There's demos, there's all the plugins to download, which are also in Moodle.org, of course, but all the WIRIS related documentation, tools, and anything imaginable is here, right? Then the second one, this Solutions Arabic, is an explanation. I'm going to turn off the camera. Oops, and share my screen to show you the second one, Solutions Arabic. Wait a second. Oh, I had prepared the region to make it work directly, but I just need to catch it again because it has not saved my region. Okay. Good. So that's this is this WIRIS Solutions Arabic. You can see here also. So there is an explanation about how it works, how it looks like. There is an Arabic page. Okay, so of course I cannot read anything. Yeah, oops, sorry, my browser transforms this Spanish, but well, you have all the explanations in Arabic also. And other things we'll be talking about, mirroring the Arabic Indic and Eastern Arabic Indic number sets, and the ligatures. Right? And finally, I just wanted to show you also the editor live, so how it works. So this is the SW example I just showed you in math mode as two variables here. This is text mode, this one, normal text, and then I just wanted to type very small things, so just x plus 6 in Arabic. So that's how it works. As you can see, quite few specific things for this, right? Then there's a image of what we're doing, where the text box is not shown, the language list, and then we have not accessibility yet in Arabic, but something that can come if it's requested and it's not in our roadmap. So sorry, I still have the Arabic keyboard that I set for setting this. So you have accessibility for blind people or people with learning disabilities like dyslexia or hyperactivity or so. They can get their formulas instead of just reading them. They can get them read out loud for them. Square root of x plus 1, plus 4 inverted, right? So that's the main things of the editor. And as I said, on the website, there are all the resources, all the documentation. You can see this little map with all the specific things that go for each country. So if they are using mirroring or not, which is the configuration code that WIRIS takes, the number sets that are used in each of them. And as we said, so we have had very professional advice, support on building on this. But if you feel that in your country, your configuration is not the one that you would be expecting, we'll be happy to get your feedback. Just contact us. Contact us here in support wiris.com or info@wiris.com, and we will handle your request as appropriate. So we'll basically check that your proposal makes sense, and we'll update the behavior of the WIRIS editor of the plugin according to what you suggested. That's about it for the editor. Final word of thank you in the name of Ramon and Danny, who is here, set as Carlos, and myself, who is Carlos, and for the support. So this one, we're already experts because it's my third presentation in Big Blue Button. But well, thank you for the support that we get, which is always excellent. So when there's been any technical thing, we've had it solved within seconds. So you're really, Vinny and all the team, you really make it go very smooth. So thank you for the support. That was it. And thank you, Danny, for being there in case of something went very technical.
Thank you very much for your support as well of the iMoot, and we look forward to having you back again next time.
Thank you, Vinny. Take care and have a great iMoot yet.
Okay, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.